according to Nasim Sremberhat, the official importer of Peugeot into Malaysia, the 3008 is one of their biggest contributor to sales. And in 2013 they sold over 1,000 cars, and this year they expect to do better than that. I think they're targeting about 1,300 cars out of a total volume of 7,000 cars. And they say that this represents about 18 to 20% of total Peugeot sales in Malaysia. And not surprising, because the 3008 is it's an interesting car. It's a unique car. It's not a car for everybody, certainly. It's a car for those who want to be slightly different, those who have the confidence to carry a brand and a model that their neighbors are not familiar with. You know, if you buy a CRV, nobody will ask you what car is that. You just know, oh, you bought a new CRV, that's nice. But if you buy a 3008, they'll look at it and say, what car is this? And they'll go around and look for the badge and say, oh, what is this called? You probably cannot even pronounce the name properly. And so, you know, it's a difficult hurdle for most buyers to get over the fact that it's not a popular brand, and it's not a familiar model. But if you do take the plunge and decide on something Gallic and something French, I think you'll be quietly surprised. You're going to get a lot of gear for your money. I mean, 153,888 is more than what Honda is asking for the CRV. They're asking between 147 and 150,000 ringgit for the 2.0 and 170,000 for the 2.4. We leave out the 2.4 because I think that's really not a car that most people would look at. Anyway, so comparing the 2.0 CRV to the 3008 requires a bit more analysis, because on the surface of it, the CRV is a bigger car. It's probably going to be a lot easier for you to sell later on, and it's a model that everybody knows, so this is an easy purchase decision. But if you are willing to look beyond the obvious, and you will find that behind this pretty face of the 3008, there's a lot more talent. Nasim, in their wisdom, has decided to select a model that is quite highly specified. I think they're correct in not choosing a bare basic model just to offer a car that is cheaper than the CRV, because you can't win on the CRV against the CRV just on price. You have to win against the CRV on specifications by offering something that nobody else has. And here you have one of the biggest things. It will be the panoramic sunroof. You have the nice 1.6 litre twin scroll engine, which is energetic, which is fun, which is the same engine you find in the Mini and also in 4-cylinder BMWs. 6-speed automatic, nice gearbox. It's an all-rounder. It's not a performance gearbox, it's an all-rounder. It performs well enough when you need it, and at the time it's unobtrusive. It changes gears quietly in the background and never bothers anyone. In terms of cabin space, of course, you're looking at you're not cramped in the cabin, but if you compare it to the CRV, maybe you might feel that it's slightly smaller, but that is compensated by this thing again, the panoramic sunroof. It makes the cabin feel airy, makes the cabin feel more spacious than it actually is. Even with the black on black interior, you got black plastic on black leather and on black seats, everything is black, but yet the cabin does not feel cramped. And that's the beauty of this panoramic sunroof. Apart from this thing that I'm going on and on about the panoramic sunroof, you get all sorts of kit. You get all your cruise control, radio controls on the steering. You get dual zone climate control. This is I think quite underrated these days. Climate control, because when men like their cars colder than women in general, and I usually get into a fight with my wife because the car is too cold, but I want the car to be cold. So now with this, she can decide what temperature she wants, what temperature I want, and then we both can be happy. And things like connectivity to the entertainment system through Bluetooth, through USB or whatever, it's there, it's available. And that's also an important feature, because these days everybody carries their music in their portable device. Other than that, from the outside, you can see that a lot of the facelift work has been done to the front, especially. To the back, the line apertures are all the same, but they have revised the design of the surface. and to make it more aggressive, more dynamic. In terms of the finishing, they're a bit more chrome, a bit more flash, and that is in keeping with the current design language that was first used in the 208. A nice feature is again, I think, the head-up display, which shows vehicle speed and intended direction of travel if you follow the onboard GPS. Right now, we are not using the onboard GPS, so it's just showing a straight line and the vehicle speed. Safety-wise, you're getting 4 airbags, front and 2 curtain bags. There are no side airbags. It would be nice if you have side airbags, but you can't have it all. You have vehicle stability control, you have traction control, you have electronic brake distribution and ABS, and of course rigid passenger cell. You also get ISOFIX mount for your child seats, and yeah, that's quite a lot of kit. And here's a little thing, this what do you call it, central divider has a huge cooler box. I mean, you can put like 10 cans of drinks or maybe 6 cans of drinks inside here and keep it chill for a long drive, and it's fantastic. It's a car that's full of clever touches, and it's pretty. So if you're looking for something slightly different, and you don't mind possibly taking a little bit of a hit when you sell the car back, because you have to face it, a Peugeot is a Peugeot, and it's not a car for everyone. But they are getting much more acceptable in the mainstream, and the cars are a lot prettier these days and a lot easier on the eyes. And I think it's a matter of time before they start becoming more competitive in terms of the resale value. But for now, what you're getting is a car that is outstanding, that stands out in the crowd, and I think that counts for a lot when you're spending 153,000 ringgit for a family vehicle.